you have a guy as important as Dez is to what you guys do, but you also can't play him 100% of the snaps. How do you go about finding that balance when he's in, when you give him some rest and kind of that push and pull?
It's just that, you find balance. Like in everything in life, you want to get guys certain reps. You want guys to get a certain rep count like Dez, but then you also want other guys to get their reps too. So we just have that balance. When he's tired and he need a break, we keep a close eye on it and then get the next guy up. And then when he's ready to roll, we roll him back in.
Do you trust him to say, "I'm tired, I need to blow," or do you guys have to kind of stay on top of it and say?
No, we stay on top of it, and I do trust him to, for the most part, because he'll let me know when he's tired. But it's not just a situation where he goes until he's tired, until he can't go no more. And I usually have a system that I do with those guys. Whether it's Dez go 2 series and then the next guy come in, or they go every other series. But it's just all depending on what Coach Bell is thinking on that drive too as well. To depend on what we get in.
Has he been playing through some pain?
Oh, all season.
All
Season. I mean, like everybody in college football playing through pain. I'm sure Kyle Lewis is banged up, but he's playing through it. So Dez is a tough kid, as we all know, and he's going to be banged up. But a lot of maintenance, a lot of work has been going through the season, so he just play through it. And that's what football players do.
I know you're the running backs coach, but obviously with the changes on the offensive line, there's been a little bit of, I guess, not as much cohesion as you probably would have liked there. How does that change how you guys have maybe operated in terms of running the ball and just working with running backs? Does that change anything at all for you?
To be honest, I haven't really noticed it, because I focus so much just on the backs, and their assignments and make sure they make the right reads no matter who's out there. They still got to just do it. As far as cohesion on the whole line, I honestly couldn't tell you, because we just go at back.
You expect Jules Goff to make some more contributions on Saturday than he did last week?
Yeah, absolutely. We'll see. He's practiced well today. Practicing well for him, doing some good things. He's still a young kid, as we already know. But he's doing well. He's working hard. He's a very serious, focused kid. Trying to do everything that we asked him to do. So, we'll see how the rest of the week goes. But probably look forward to him getting a couple more reps.
What's his strength?
His speed. He can run. He can run. That's definitely his strength.
What did you see from him on Saturday? I know he had a handful of snaps.
I just saw a young kid who got to play college football for the first time. In his life, he hasn't played football in a whole year, live football, in a live game in over a year, since he was in high school. I just saw a kid that was big-eyed, got to the lights, but he went out there. He was, kind of fearless, and he gave us everything he got for those 12 reps that he did get. Wish he would have got a couple of handoffs, but in the situation of the game, he was trying to throw the ball, so couldn't get that to him. But I thought he did well for his opportunities.
Given Rodney's situation and Daniel being out for the year, is Jewels and some Derek, are those guys kind of jockeying for that running back too?
Yes, sir. Yep, those two guys have a hefty dose of the work, moving forward. And it's great, especially for Jewels being a young guy. All of this stuff is just really a blessing for him. As a true freshman who was hurt most of the whole season, now you get an opportunity to play and get some more reps. And same thing for Derek. It's all great, just good quality work for them.
How did he handle his inactivity? What kind of things did he do to get himself ready to play?
Jewels?
Yeah.
Oh, like a pro. Honestly, like a pro. The kid is very mature. He's a mature, serious kid. It's just a testament to how he was raised. He has a great family, great father, great mom, stepmom, all those great things. And he just, showed up every day. He did a phenomenal job with showing our Rocks team a great look, every single week. All the great backs that we played. He did a great job every week. He was Rocks Player of the Week. So that's how he did it. He just kept his head down, did everything he was supposed to do for rehab. He just showed up every day and just worked.
How's Derek kind of come along since you first met him and beginning of the season?
Oh, he's came a very long way. When I first met, Derek, he had some things that he needed to work on as far as ball skills and all that thing. Just truly learning the running back position at this level, and running routes and things of that nature. But he's came a long way. It's just all about consistency for Derek. Just like everybody in life. But he just want to be consistent at everything that he do. But he came a long way. He's gotten a lot better.
How have you seen him sort of handle the last 2 months? Because, he had one of the biggest touchdowns of the season against West Virginia, and then he sort of slid down a little bit with Rodney coming back, and now he's back on the floor as like the number 2.
Yep, I know. It's he would call me. We would talk about it all the time. What he asked me, what do I got to do, to get my next shot and everything. And I told him be patient. We got some older guys that was back in the fold with Rodney and DC. That know, he completely understood. You know, he wanted to do whatever he had to do for the team, and if that meant, you know, being on special teams and kick return and things of that nature, then he was all for it. You know, he never complained about it. You know, he embraced it, he loved it, so he knew his opportunity would come, and here we are.
You said, you know, you go into a game with kind of the plan, 2 series for Dez, a series for, you know, this and that, and then sometimes Cade would chime in. What are those conversations like on the sideline? Are you saying, all right, I'm thinking Derek here, and somebody says, well, no, let's try this, you know?
Absolutely. So, you know, I tell him who goes in, and then sometimes, you know, Coach Bell may be like, hey, I'm thinking this play, and I want Dez to do it. Is he tired? Because I'm thinking this play. And this is a specific play for Dez because we worked it in practice, you know what I mean, to his skill set. And he probably thinking about it this drive, so he'll say, all right, I want him to go. You know, but for the most part, you know, it's me. And then if he wants something different, obviously, you know, he trumps. And he say, no, I want Dez to go, and we go like that.
What do you think you've learned the most in your first season here at Pitt? At least, I guess from anything, like, you know, on the field, off the field, what have you learned?
You say, what have I learned the most
Yeah.
at Pitt?
Yeah.
What have I learned the most? It's a good question. It's a good question. I mean, yeah, I don't know. You know, I don't know. I couldn't even tell you. You know, I would say what I learned the most is just about my guys. You know, about our guys, our team. You know, I learned that this team is, you know, kind of resilient. You know, for the most part. You know, going through adversity. You know, this kind of late in the season, I think they still show up and, you know, work for the guys who are, you know, healthy and whatnot. So, I mean, that's probably the thing that I learned, but not too much other than that.
Human nature being what it is, I mean, it's late in the season, you're on a losing streak, it's cold out there. How did the guys respond today?
Oh, it was great. You know, you wouldn't even think we were on a losing streak, to be honest with you. You know, it was like a typical Tuesday, you know, except for, you know, the intensity was up even more, though. You know, guys really working. You know, nobody was complaining that it was cold. You know, everybody was flying around, running around, you know, so it was great.
Anything else? Thanks, Coach.
Thank you.
Yep, thank you.